Hello from Las Vegas. This is Angelo coming back to you. In the last few days, we haven't been together. Wishing you well. Hope you're doing well. Hope your loved ones are doing well. Have you followed the rules of our medical professionals? Your hygiene, your distancing, protection of yourself, wiping out, sanitizing everything, cleaning everything. I know it's hard to find a Clorox and bleach and all that. Go to the store, buy the bottled vodka, cheapest vodka you can find. It's good as anything else. And don't mix it with the water, don't mix it with nothing. Just soak the towel in, buy the couple of gallons, soak the towel in, and wiped everything that you need to wipe out. Wipe your face, wipe your hands with it, and don't drink it, okay? But do sanitizing with it. It's good as anything else, okay? I'm hoping you are using mask, all of you. I have just tried to prove the point. Not to prove the point, although just to show, and that's what I use my military mask, my reservist mask, just to show, no matter what it is, okay, please, for the sake of your loved ones, for the sake of yourself, for the sake of your citizens, use mask and don't reuse it. If it's washable, wash it good in alcohol and a soap and a hot water, dry it and use it. But if it's a paper one, disposable one, make sure you dispose it in a plastic bag. Watch out for your food. When you buy your food, I'm not being here smart, okay? I'm only talking common sense. The food that you buy in a store is not bulletproof, okay? Again, I'm not trying to panic in you, okay? But use gloves when you buy the food. Sanitize that car that you push in food in it, hand handles, inside railings and everything, the side. When you buy the food, whatever you can sanitize over there and wipe out, please do. Computer is telling us that our connections are unstable. I'm sorry, but this is what we have, primitive, just internet. I mean, we don't have a professional studio or anything, so this is it. Let's not get off the subject. Food, as I said, that you're buying, whatever is in a glass or a plastic or a hard cover, paper cartons, wipe it out before you put it in your cart. When you everything, I mean really, really good. Change the water 3 times. First time, wash it really long time. Second time, wash it just about as long as the first time. A third time, wash it long as you wash it twice previous time. And put it in a clean place to dry out. Don't wipe it or anything like that. Just put it in a clean place to dry out. And use storage where you put your food inside your fridge. So wash all the containers where your fruits and vegetables sit. Wash all the shelving inside your fridge. Make sure that everything is sanitized. Don't play with your life and your loved ones, okay? If you have elderly and your family and they are not capable thinking for themselves, make sure that they don't get sick. If they do, that's doomed. So do the right thing. And the right thing is, don't get bored, don't get disgusted, don't get discouraged. Have hope. I mean, genuine hope. This will be over. And our government is doing everything possibly they can to make sure that everybody is safe and sound. As you can see, they are briefing you every day. They are telling you what to do every day. They are advising you what to do every day. They are not telling you how to breathe and need to sleep, when to do all that. But for sure, they're telling you how to be healthy. Hygiene is so important. Clean your table after you eat. Wash your dishes right away. Make sure that the kitchen counter is sanitized and clean at all the time. Make sure you don't just cough, like we all have a bad habit. Don't cough on your hand. Don't cough on your elbow. Don't cough on your shirt or t-shirt. Use the napkin. Use the paper towel. Use the bathroom towel. Use anything, but just don't cough wide open. Throw that thing away, whatever, even if it's anything or nothing, in that napkin or that towel. Wash your hands. Sanitize your face. And do it as many times you cough, as many times you do that. Don't get bored of it, and don't be dumb and do anything else and take this as an insult or something like that. That's not. This is just something to remind you that we all have a bad habit. Very bad habits. We think that we are bulletproof. We are not. Not even if you have that vest, a bulletproof vest, you are not bulletproof. Not even if you have my mask. My mask. You are not bulletproof. You are vulnerable as everybody else. This is very different. This is like a black plague or a Spanish flu, they call it wrongly. In those days, they had no cure. They didn't know what to do, and 150 million people died. This time, we can get away with it. Why? If we are disciplined and we obey the rule and we know what we do. Unfortunately, you see people walking on the street, you see people doing the stupid things, you see people being not careful, you see people ignoring the advice from the Surgeon General, from all the major doctors and advisors that we have. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to recognize the importance of obeying the rule and staying home. That doesn't mean staying home and inviting your friends and have a freaking party, okay? This means staying home, get a book. If you never read the book, this is your chance to start reading, okay? It's good for you. If you don't like to read, there is a plenty audio books. Stick a thing on your ear and listen audio book, and you will enjoy it. And if you never have written anything on a paper, sit down behind your computer, and if you don't have one, take a piece of paper and start writing your experience. Open your heart and start putting it in a paper what, how you feel, what you feel, what you saw in your world that you didn't saw before. Are you happy that everything is going on? How did this have affected you? What will be the consequences of this? You know what I mean? Just enjoy yourself. Use your imagination. Be creative. And share it with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on internet, on Google, and publish it. Nothing, I mean nothing, that was written ever since the beginning of time or scroll on a clay tablets and engraved in a stone or put on a paper or lately on a computer disks. There is not a single paragraph that was ever written that you can say this is not worth it. Nothing. It's worth it, at least a paper that is written on it and somebody will find it useful. And they will learn something from it. And I'm hoping everything will be better than what they have known a day before. What I mean, it will enlighten your life. Do something. Be creative. There is plenty to do. Definitely plenty to do. It's all up to you. Talk to your friends about the life, about the old days, about the stories, about the things, um, laughs, you know what I mean? Now you can connect face to face on the internet, thanks to internet. Nobody's too far from you. I mean, nobody. Not even the universe itself. When I mention the universe, go on the universe channel, on these channels of NASA's and stuff like that. Perhaps you're not even familiar what really surrounds you and what you are made from and of. And what is the complexity of you, yourself, and everything that surrounds you. And that stratosphere, all the way up and those stars. Remember when you were a child, laying down on the bed and imagining, what is that? Well, today we know what's that. Give it a time. Go on it and look. You may find something interesting. By the way, here, Byram's Universe, iUniverse, okay? Go for it. Find it on Barnes & Noble on Google. Blood of Montenegro, My Heart and My Mind. Forgotten Soldiers. War for God in Bosnia. Rat za Boga i Bosnu. Krv Crne Gore. Unholy War. One Root, One God. Rise of the Phoenix, that is Montenegro. There's plenty. Not advertising anything, but you have read and read anything of my work. So go for it. Just click my name, Angelo Byram Koljenovic, Koljenovic, Bajram, silent Y, J is like Y, Angelo, Angelo. Go to Barnes & Noble. You can get anything you want. Go to Amazon.com. You can get anything you want. Go to any bookstore in the world. You can get my books. It is really essential that our society come out of this tragedy, not man-made tragedy. I will call it not man-made with a question mark. Yet, unscathed, unscarred, with no wounds. Whatever losses we may have, we already had, and may we have in the future. That should not deter us from moving ahead to a better future, healthier, and to be more kinder to each other, more understanding toward each other, more compassionate toward each other, more loving toward your family, your children, everything that surrounds you, your neighbor. You should be something to wake up our good impulses. And we should be able to prove that we are capable to rise to the occasion for good of humanity, good of the man, human man, just if we want to. In this note, I will just point out that there are few countries around the world that no one is paying attention to. Yemen, Guatemala, inner cities in Brazil, Soweto, South Africa. Bolivia, possibly Mexico City, and many others. Algiers, in the coast of Atlantic, a northern part of Horn of Africa. Don't even think of Syria right now, what's going on in Iraq. Probably people are dying in thousands or hundreds of thousands. We are not immune. Neither we will succeed to stop it here. That's all it takes, one person from somewhere over there, even when we are free and clear, to come from over there. Every person can affect 6 in one day, and those 6 can affect 6 person on a day. And just imagine, you should know the math. In 1 month, what that can do, and check. So be careful. In Asia Pacific, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Burma, Bangladesh, India. This is a time-ticking bomb. And I will include all of Africa and Middle East, every single one country except Israel. Israel is transparent and Turkey is transparent to the point. We must ask their leaders to quarantine wherever they can and do whatever they can to contain this disease. Otherwise, I'm saying this and I quote myself on it. You will lose 1 billion people. 1 billion or 2 billion people. If you lose 1 billion people, that means 3 billion are affected. So don't kid yourself. The moment that fire is not controllable, it's just like a wildfire. This is no less dangerous or more dangerous. Something needs to happen naturally to stop it, just like a wildfire in California when we usually have it every year. If a rain doesn't come, I don't care how many firefighters you put over there, ain't freaking making difference. It just does not make no damn difference. Only the Mother Nature does it. When the rain comes, the weather cools down, the fire is off, and the next day everybody have forgotten except the insurance company. They have to dig deep in their pockets to rebuild the homes the people have lost. This disease is no less danger, it's more dangerous, but no less explainable to the ordinary people. That this is the fire. If you play with it, you will get burned. So don't play with it. Obey the rules. Stay home. Stay home and stay home. And do the hygiene as much as you can. Not as much as you can. Do the freaking hygiene. Every one of you. Your government is afraid to tell you. They don't want to hurt you politically. They don't want to be politically incorrect. Hey, listen. You playing with everybody else's health if you are not hygiene clean. On this note, I will say to all of you, be well and be healthy. And I love this country, and you should do too. Be glad you're here, because ain't no other place on the planet that gives you a safety as this country. Although that safety doesn't come free, you need to freaking work for it, and you need to obey the rules.